manufacturing sector, particularly the automobile sector, which is one of the main yardsticks of growth in the corporate as well as in the economic sector, looks at Dhanteras, Diwali with a lot of apprehension as well as anticipation. In fact, what are your car sales becomes a very important benchmark as far as calculation of economic growth is concerned. The automobile industry certainly has been trying out every formula, every combinations, permutations to ensure that there is an upsurge as far as the car sales are concerned. Remember, in the post-COVID time, there was a downturn as far as the car sales were concerned, and many of the representatives would keep on visiting, for example, the finance ministry, asking for SOPs. One of the formula which was applied was to reduce and in some cases increase the inventory. That seems to have clicked. If you go by the figures which have been put out by Vahan, for example, which is actually a kind of an index which measures the car sales and the growth in the automobile sector, it shows that by October 2024, by end of it, really there has been a huge increase in terms of car sales. At least 4.5 lakh is the kind of car sales have been projected. This is in sharp contrast to say the figures which were put out in January 2024, which was around 3.9 lakhs. The two automobile giants, in a sense, which have registered a huge growth is, of course, Maruti Suzuki, and second is Tata Motors. Now, these two increase in sales is very significant because they are usually in the mid luxury sector, as well as a sale in the Tatas is seen not just in passenger cars but in other vehicles as well. For example, in trucks, tractors, that is the growth also that we have seen. This shows that there is a middle class which has managed to save money, which is also paying higher income, personal income tax. If you remember, at some point of time, we had said that increase in the personal income tax projections also indicates an increase in your income. An increase in income means you tend to spend more and you spend on luxury items, which at one point of time was dismissed as non-essential, is now also considered to be essential. So the growth in the passenger automobile sales is seen as a huge boost up and great news for the automobile sector and also for economic growth trajectory as well. Multiple reasons are being attributed for this. First of all, of course, the formula being applied by the automobile sector. Apart from that, the fact that this time most of the festivals were concentrated in October, whether it was Navratri, Dhanteras, Diwali, also has increased October sales. So the cumulative figure which has been arrived at in terms of car sales certainly projects October as a bumper month. This is, of course, great news ahead. Economically speaking, certainly an increase in manufacturing sector, automobile sector is seen as a huge benchmark. And if I may add, politically speaking, up ahead of elections in Maharashtra and in Jharkhand. Maharashtra particularly, because that's considered to be the financial capital and hub of the country. This is certainly very, very good news as far as the government is concerned.